Black Panther Wakanda Forever, the brand new film inside the MCU, which is, of course, is the ending of Phase 4 and Part 1 of the Multiverse Saga. And whatever your opinion is of Phase 4, which starts with WandaVision and ends with Wakanda Forever, whatever your opinion of Phase 4 is, if it's hit and miss for you, maybe you love them, maybe you hate all of it, whatever the reason is, maybe it's the quality of the actual product itself, maybe you want a more connected tissue, you want the MCU to feel like more like a TV show or a novel or a book, versus more like the comics where like here's separate worlds, but the Avengers will kind of bring everyone together and tie everything in, and of course we don't have Avengers every phase. That's the end of Phase 6, so you don't have that there. So if you want that, and whatever your reason is, not like you're loving Phase 4, whatever your 2 cents is, I will say this: walking out of the theater, which by the way I completely forgotten or didn't realize I did online booking like a week ago for my ticket for this movie. I didn't realize I actually booked a subtitle screening, applying that the entire movie was in subtitles, for like people who are visually who have hearing repair, like deaf people who just have low hearing. So at the beginning I was like, is the subtitles going to take me out of the movie? And by 5, maybe 10 minutes into the film, I'm like, oh yeah, I have completely forgot that the subtitles are there. So I was like, okay, subtitles are at the bottom. Didn't bother me whatsoever. But after watching this movie, and several moments after the movie, while actually watching it, I was shaken. My hands were quivering. I was like walking home because I'm near a theater. I'm like in walking distance to a cinema, and I'm like, oh my god, what did I just watch? This is completely different. This is completely like, this is powerful and moving and have like off-the-camera type performances. Here's the thing. The first Black Panther, I thought it was good. I quite enjoyed the first Black Panther. I really did, right? Didn't understood the whole thing of it getting nominated for Best Picture. If this fucking film, if Wakanda Forever doesn't get nominated for Best Picture, there's going to be a riot. Or I'm going to start a riot, because this movie is fucking fantastic. This movie is fantastic. Amazing performances. I mean, give Angela Bassett, give her the Oscar already. Let it be between Emma Navis and Angela Bassett. Give them, let those two battle it out of who gets nominated for Best Lead or Best Supporting, wherever it would be, right? Because there's a number of scenes. There's one moment in the trailers. I'm like emotionally like watering down because how powerful the scene is and the performances and that. And while also this whole movie is addressing several things. One is, yes, Ironheart is, it's a battle piling away to Ironheart, because Ironheart is going to get her own TV show nearly at the end of I think this time next year, basically. Or like, no, Ironheart is like 2023/2024, so it's a little bit like overlap, but so my guess December. You got Namor being introduced in this movie. Namor, the Submariner, the oldest Marvel character ever, who is, I know, like this is the definition of adaptation, because his origin is very copy and pasty to the other sea watery character. Like his origin story, I shit you not, in the comics, his origin story is his dad lived in a lighthouse. His mom was an Atlantean. He is a breeder of both worlds. He is the king of fucking Atlantis. Do you understand? Does he abide to anyone? Like, it's back in like 1940 or back in the 1940s, they didn't care about that stuff. They're like, yeah, it's just, yeah, Namor is Aquaman. Yeah, we just want to do Aquaman. Maybe making cooler at the time, or I don't know what the mindset was back then. It's like, wait, Namor's fine, but Shazam wasn't? You want to sue over Shazam? Anyway, well, at the time, Captain Marvel? Anyway. That's a whole different thing. Anyway, so you're introducing Namor. You're introducing his tribe, a whole new kingdom of his underwater kingdom. Plus introducing a new Black Panther. Plus having the effects and the tragic loss of T'Challa. And you can feel it through the performances. You can feel the presence. You can feel Wakanda's loss. Because it's not just they lost their king. They lost their protector. They lost the Black Panther. So they're like, we are defenseless. We don't have a main person anymore. All the herbs, Killmonger got rid of all the herbs. We can't, we are defenseless. And it's just, Namor is such a good villain. It's moving. It's like, the thing is, I don't want to hit spoilers. That's the thing. I don't want even to hint who's the new Black Panther, but I think most of us figured it out. Us comic people definitely figured it out. But I will say this, knowing that this version of that character is very different from what that character is in the comics, all I will say is they win out of luck. Like, they get themselves a big old ass whooping. It's like you're aware, like, Ryan Coogler is aware of the situation and who is the new Black Panther, and maybe the next time we see them, there is a more of a, how to put it, a more of a, training thing. If you're fuss about trainings and NDA, you want everything to feel like it's a UFC thing. But anyway, but it's it's a great way. Like, here's the thing, this movie did not need Doctor Doom one fucking bit. Fuck Doctor Doom. Fuck him. Let him save him to Fantastic Four or not, or wherever the fuck we're gonna see him. It's just, like, I just came back seeing the movie, so I am shaken. So maybe will watch it again on Disney Plus, and I'm like, this is fine. But I will say this movie, like, I enjoyed the first Black Panther, but I didn't understand the whole thing of getting nominated for Best Picture. If this movie, if Wakanda Forever doesn't win for Best Picture, I'm getting nominated for Best Picture. I'm going to get like, are you blind? I'm going to go the whole, the Academy again, not liking comic book movies. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. And Angela Bassett should get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. You just need to show a couple of the clips and be like, that's a performance. That's like a powerful performance. It's just, this movie is just perfect. I don't see any flaws. The perfect one time. I don't feel the length. It was the perfect one time for this movie. And maybe because I was just glued to the screen. Maybe because I'm so glued to the story that I am invested with the characters more. And all that. I don't know. Yeah, so, yeah, it's just, and also, I need to get used to seeing longer films, because I am planning to cover Avatar: Way of Water, and what's the one time for that film? 3 hours and 10 minutes. Hello, World Bowl. You're gonna be my toilet, more likely, when I see that movie. I don't know. I don't want intermissions, but sometimes I feel like we might need them.